Hello and Happy New Year, guys. This is Alexi with Rock and Roll Tennis Camps, and today we're gonna kick off 2026 with how to hit a halfway volley somewhere, usually around no man's land or just inside the box like a pro. So let's dive straight into it. So first thing you'll need after you're done with your pro shot ground stroke, you'll have to switch from semi-western all the way to continental. So if it's a volley, you're obviously gonna hit a volley technique with the racket slightly open. So you will do that knifey, kind of a knifey stick. So if ball happen to bounce and you're forced to do a half volley, you're not gonna change the grip. You're gonna keep a half volley. However, you're gonna turn your grip all the way pretty close to perpendicular to the ground. It may be slightly sometimes over, but to myself I think perpendicular, because that's where you have a maximum square footage versus you hitting it like this. See, it's going to be very hard to make it, plus it has an angle, so it's going to most likely go straight up. So continental grip happens to be a half volley. You just turn it over now, so that's where you're going to make a contact. Even though you may not hit exactly in the middle of the strings, it still becomes like a wall, so it'll bounce in the direction that you want. And what I see a lot when people do this, they usually panic and they create a lot of range, so the swing becomes massive, and usually balls already comes pretty fast, and they do a whole bunch of swinging on top of it from like middle of the court, so naturally that ball goes way out. So what you need to do is basically, after you're done with your ground stroke where your range is huge, you get inside the court, get ready for volley or half volley with the same mindset, and that is very compact. It's the same mindset as a volley, except this ball just gonna bounce and you're just gonna block it. So it's very short. You want to stop it pretty close to the contact point. Just a very gentle follow through. You're gonna use all that energy that's coming in and you just redirect it back to them. That shot is largely about energy management. The ball's already coming super fast. You don't need to swing. Like I said, it's the same mindset as volleys. You're just gonna block it back, and very importantly, that's gonna be the last thing, because you already moving forward and you have a short swing, you wanna move through that ball. So that's actually how you can put pretty decent amount of energy on the ball just from running. So ball comes to you and you're gonna run right into it with a compact swing. So your arm controls the energy. It's not gonna produce a ton of power. It's gonna be really controlled, and your legs are just gonna basically put a little bit power as a counter momentum to the ball. So it looks something like this. All right, guys, so hopefully this makes sense. In a quick summary: continental grip, turn that continental grip to perpendicular, compact swing, and make sure you're moving into the ball. And your goal is to make one of those at the most, because that's one of the most uncomfortable shots that you encounter in the point. So if you don't move forward, you're gonna continuously hit those, and that is not gonna turn out well for you. So please let me know if I got anything, or if you have any questions for me about anything tennis related. And with that being said, go rock the courts.